In the early 2000s, a quantum physicist from Russia disappeared from public life. No interviews, no photos, no lectures. To this day, almost nobody knows what he looks like. But before he vanished, he published a series of books describing something enormous. A complete set of rules for how reality responds to the human mind. Not positive thinking, not good vibes. Rules. Mechanical cause and effect rules, written the way a physicist writes them. His name is Vadim Zeland. The system is called Reality Transurfing. And millions of readers across Russia and Europe say the same strange thing about it. Once you learn these laws, you start seeing them operate everywhere. In your job, your relationships, your money, your worst days. There are 5 core laws. By the 5th one, you will understand why your life keeps producing the same results on repeat. Let's start with the law that explains the most painful pattern you've ever noticed. Law 1, the law of balance. Here is the pattern. The job you desperately wanted rejected you. The person you tried hardest to keep pulled away. But things you barely cared about came easily. Everyone has noticed this. Almost nobody can explain it. Zeland could. He said reality behaves like nature. It hates too much of anything in one place. Hot coffee cools down. High-pressure air rushes toward low pressure. Any excess gets flattened. Now the strange part. Zeland claimed your attention follows the same rule. When you want something calmly, no problem. But when you inflate a desire into the thing that will fix your life, you create what he called excess potential, a bubble of too much importance around it. And the moment that bubble forms, balancing forces appear to pop it. That is why desperation repels and calm attracts. Not magic, not punishment, pressure being relieved with the precision of physics. The fix is not to stop wanting. It is to demote the desire from everything to one good thing among many. Same goal, no bubble. Say both versions out loud and feel the difference. I need this job. Your chest tightens. This job is one good path of several. It loosens. That loosening is the bubble deflating in real time. That's law 1. And it immediately raises a question. If inflated desires create pressure, what happens when millions of people inflate the same desire together? That's law 2, and it might be the darkest idea in the whole system. Law 2, the law of pendulums. When thousands of people think and feel the same thing, Zeland said their mental energy merges into a structure. An invisible pattern that behaves like it's alive. He called it a pendulum. Your political side is a pendulum. Your rival's political side is the same pendulum wearing 2 masks. Your sports team, the news cycle, office drama. Every one of them swings, and every swing is powered by human attention. Here is the rule that changes how you see everything. A pendulum does not care whether you love it or hate it. Arguing against something feeds it exactly as much as supporting it. 2 people fighting online are 2 batteries plugged into the same machine. Have you ever closed an app feeling drained? Angry about something that has nothing to do with your actual life? Type yes in the comments if you know that feeling. That drain is not an accident. In Zeland's model, that is a pendulum collecting its payment. The escape is not fighting, fighting feeds it. The escape is what he called failing the pendulum. You see the swing and you simply do not swing with it. No reaction, no food. No food, no grip. Now, laws 1 and 2 describe forces working against you. The next 3 laws are the other side, the tools. And the 3rd law is the one that made Zeland famous. Law 3, the law of the alternative space. Zeland's central claim comes straight from quantum thinking. In quantum physics, a particle exists in many possible states at once until something selects one. Zeland scaled that idea up. Every possible version of your life already exists as information, an infinite field of ready-made scenarios he called the alternative space. In this model, you never create your future from nothing. You select it. Your life is like a radio. Every station is broadcasting all the time, and the station you hear depends on the frequency you hold, the combined signal of what you think, feel, and expect as normal. This explains something the usual think positive advice never could. Why doesn't 1 hour of visualization outweigh 23 hours of quiet worry? Because selection is not done by your best moments. It is done by your average signal, the mood you broadcast all day without noticing. The person who expects problems is not unlucky. They are tuned with great consistency to the problem channel. The practical move: stop asking, "How do I force my goal to happen?" and start asking, "What does the version of me already living it feel like on a boring Tuesday?" And practice holding that ordinary, calm signal. Not the fireworks of imagining success, the normalcy of it, which raises the obvious objection. If I select realities, why do I keep landing in ones I never chose? Law 4 answers that. And fair warning, this is the law most people don't want to hear. Law 4, the law of the mirror. Zeland said reality works like a mirror with a delay. It does not reflect what you want. It does not reflect what you say. It reflects your relationship with what you already have, and it takes its time doing it. Stand in front of a mirror and frown. Can you force the reflection to smile back? You can wait, demand, visualize the smile. The reflection will not move until your face does. Now the uncomfortable translation. If your daily inner state is, "I hate my job. I'm behind in life. Nothing works." The mirror has no choice. It must reflect a world that deserves those feelings back to you. You are not being punished. You are being agreed with. And here is the trap that catches almost everyone. Fighting your current reality is still staring at it. Complaining about the reflection keeps your face frowning at it. The delay makes it worse because results lag weeks or months behind your state. People give up right before the mirror catches up. Then their giving up gets reflected too. The move Zeland taught is brutal in its simplicity. Find anything in your current reality you can honestly approve of and put your attention there, not as fake gratitude, but as changing the face the mirror must copy. You do not chase the reflection. You change the original. Quick honesty check for the comments. Which law has been running your life the hardest so far? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Just the number. Last time I asked something like this, most people answered within seconds of hearing the question. One law left, and it is the one that ties the other 4 together. The reason Zeland said you can stop fighting for your goals entirely. Law 5, the law of intention without struggle. Zeland split human wanting into 2 forces that look similar and work in opposite directions. Desire says, "I want it, and I'm terrified I won't get it." Desire stares at the wall between you and the goal. It inflates importance, Law 1. It attracts pendulums, Law 2. It broadcasts lack into the mirror, Law 4. Intention says, "I am walking there and it is settled." Intention does not hope. It does not beg. It quietly resolves to have and to act. The calm of someone getting a glass of water. You do not visualize the water, pray for the water, or fear the water won't come. You simply get up and get it because it is settled. That already settled feeling is the master key. It holds importance low, gives pendulums nothing hot to feed on, and shows the mirror the face of someone whose life already contains the thing. All 5 laws, one inner posture. And this is where the whole system lands. Zeland's 5 laws are not 5 techniques to add to your routine. They are one instruction seen from 5 angles. Stop pushing on reality and start selecting from it, calmly, like someone who is already there. Start with 1 law this week. Just 1. If your struggle is wanting something too hard, work with Law 1. Demote it from throne to shelf. If your struggle is feeling drained and reactive, work with Law 2. Spot the pendulums and refuse to swing. And if you want to go deeper, I've made full videos on both of those laws. The pendulum one will change how you look at your phone forever. They're linked on screen and in the description. Tell me in the comments which law you're starting with. This channel is going deep into Zeland's system over the coming weeks, and the comments decide which law gets the next full breakdown.